Call this meeting to order, 10 a.m., roll call.
Mr. Gator.
Here.
Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
Mr. Buckley. There is a quorum present.
As you wish, please stand for the pledge and invocation. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clark?
Most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today, one day after the day that we honor the sacrifices that were made for this country in its 250th year. We keep those people in mind as we go throughout this year, celebrating the 250th anniversary of our independence, because they were the reason that we have our independence. We ask that we give wisdom and guidance to the decisions that are made here today, and all these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ our Lord.
Amen. Amen.
Consent agenda is on the board. Brian, the 30-day waiver, can you explain that?
Yes, it's just, they can waive it if they feel confident enough to do the job tasks such as the oil truck, so they decided to waive both of them did to not go the 30-day trial.
Okay,
is what they decided.
so that's job qualifications, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, also, Terry Thompson, I understand we have the wrong job title.
Yeah, it's just clerical, it's, they got a mower operator, it should be truck driver, but the
Same pay rate.
dollar amount is right.
Okay, so with that correction, motion,
I make a motion that we accept the consent agenda.
second, any questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Brian. Okay, renewal of software. Here comes the expert.
Thank you, Jim.
Jessica Mongele, IT Department. The IT Department is requesting approval to renew the county's Microsoft Enterprise Agreement. This renewal will move us forward from our current Office 365 G3 licensing to Microsoft 365 G3 licensing with Microsoft E5 Security add-on. Because this is an enterprise agreement renewal, they establish our Microsoft licensing commitment for the next 3 years. The annual cost will be $88,863.34 per year, covering all county systems. This is not simply an upgrade to newer Office licenses. The county already relies heavily on Microsoft services for email, documents, Teams, and daily operations. This change adds much stronger security around those systems. The Microsoft 365 G3 licensing and E5 security add-on will improve the protection for county computers, user accounts, and emails. Also, it will give IT better tools for endpoint deployment or endpoint protection, identity security, email threat protection, logging, detection, and response. In plain terms, this helps us better to detect and respond to when something suspicious happens. That is especially important as county and local governments continue to be targets for phishing, ransomware, account compromise, and cybersecurity attacks. We are also working to use the 2024 State and Local Security Grant program to cover 2 years of the E5 security upgrade costs. That portion is $24,025.58 per year. If approved through the grant process, that would help offset a significant portion of the security upgrade for the first 2 years. However, we have also reviewed the cost and plan to sustain the licensing even if the grant does not cover the expected amount. This renewal fits the county's broader cybersecurity direction, improving protection, reducing risk, and making sure we better defend the county system, public data, and daily operations. We are requesting permission to proceed with the Microsoft Enterprise Agreement renewal through SHI.
Is that the budget, the current renewal rate, or whatever, the 80,000, is that?
We will have it within our budget.
All right, so you guys don't have to approve
adding something, no.
Motion?
And it is with HSI?
SHI, yes.
Okay, so, I'll make a motion that we'll renew the Microsoft 360 license through HSI. The total is $88,863.34, for a 3-year commitment.
And we're in agreement that 88,000 is an addition of those two numbers. So, I'm seconding. Any questions?
HSI.
SHI.
Thank you,
We knew what you meant.
she. Gotcha, thank you
Okay,
guys.
no questions? All in favor, aye? Aye, thank you. Okay, permission to purchase equipment. Brian, anything to say?
Now, it's our current high lift, the undercarriage is needing some rollers and the front main roller in the front. So we're going to, it's kind of costly. Getting some age on it, get some use on it, so it's,
That's an old 953.
yeah.
Okay. Motion?
All right, motion, permission to purchase the equipment from Fabic on a sole source for Road and Bridge.
I second. Any questions? Yes.
Bryce,
What?
what's the cost?
I'm thinking it was $6,100.
Okay, I just wanna make sure it wasn't over the 12,000.
No.
Yeah, it was, sorry.
Okay.
So,
Any
so
other
you're
questions?
saying that the cost is not to exceed 10,000 or something?
Yes.
Give me something a little bit more than what you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm saying it's 6,100, I believe is what the price was.
Well, let's say not to exceed 7,000.
Okay, any other questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, emergency letter for PSU services, and that is, there's an emergency letter I typed up for that. Motion.
Make a motion that we approve the emergency letter for the PSU purchase. For invoices were $18,574.48 and $2,631.65.
Yeah, second. Questions? Yes.
So, you're not actually approving the purchase letter, you're approving the purchase as an emergency.
Yes.
Yes.
And I would like to point out that the information in your letter is inaccurate, as the department was notified the day it was originally approved to purchase through the state contract, that vendor did not apply to the state contract anymore. In fact, they were notified it back in December of '25, when it was removed from the state contract list. So, I just wanted that on record.
The sheriff's department wasn't notified.
I have an email correspondence.
I didn't see it.
To
If did,
you
okay.
on 3/3 notifying
You
you
might
that it
have
required for a
3/3?
converted bid.
So,
Well, fine.
3/3 of '26 is the date you got approval to purchase. And on 3/3, you were notified that that did not qualify as a state contract purchasing.
That was too late then.
The day you got
Right.
approval? So you purchased before the approval of the commission.
No, I did not purchase before the approval. I just ordered.
I just want that notated for the record, please.
Okay. Motion again. Okay.
You
Yeah.
second it? You
Second.
Okay.
Any other questions? All in favor, aye?
aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, approval of a form for this. I noticed that only the presiding can sign this. Can we just make that commissioner?
So I actually sent you an email last week about that. The presiding commissioner's signature is a formality, just like the presiding commissioner must sign all contracts. This doesn't specify that only the presiding commissioner can approve an emergency purchase. It's just saying that you would have to sign off on the form as a formality.
So,
Wait.
oh, I'm sorry. My question, I guess, on that is, so this form goes in, we accept the emergency, whatever. Is this taking the place of the emergency letter that we were writing?
Correct.
Is that, okay.
This would
So I
require
write an
each
emergency
department.
letter and.
There would no longer be
sign
an
it.
emergency letter. This would take
Okay.
the place of that. The
So,
department would fill this out and provide it to the commission.
Exactly, and that's the only thing we had is that, and I know you said the form does not restrict the department, an office holder or head, only to be able to contact the presiding commissioner they wouldn't have to do that. So that's why we wondered if it didn't matter if the commission, but you're saying it's all over with, Linda gets it signed, presiding commissioner has to sign it.
Correct, and the only time this form would be approved in a meeting is when it would exceed the $12,000
Right.
threshold. Otherwise, it would go through as a regular.
So that was our question, is why it had to be, and it didn't matter to me who signs it or whatever, because if I fill it out and sign it and.
Well, it would be the department filling it out, and then you would sign it. They would have to document how it qualifies as an emergency.
Any other questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay, vacant positions, assessor, you wanna talk?
Yeah, these are two positions that we need to fill. They're vacant right now. Just want to get permission to fill those two spots.
Motion,
All right, I give permission to fill the vacant positions, the deputy assessor clerk 1, the field appraiser 1, for the assessor's office.
second. Any questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay, open position, collector, is she here?
Angie?
Who's here? Okay,
Well, she does have, she came and,
She had one of her girls give notice.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Oh, yes, thank you, Cory. That's good. So yes, and she came up and made us aware of this person leaving. So I give permission to fill that deputy collector clerk 1 position in the collector's office.
second. Questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, permission to use third floor annex atrium for tax sale on August 24th. Can we charge rent?
Yeah, yourself.
Yes. All right.
Budgeted.
What's that?
If you're gonna charge rent, is it budgeted?
No, we're not gonna charge them.
Here's your answer.
Anyway, permission to use the third floor, I give permission, make a motion to give permission for the third floor annex atrium for the collector's office on August 24, 2026 for the tax sale.
Second. Questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Renewal of an existing contract, treasurer?
This week, here. Parks Peterson, County Treasurer. So we've been with Rapid Finance now for 3 years. This is our Jura pays. We switched from checks to these preloaded debit cards. Like I said, about 3 years. Big part of it was saves the county money, saves the county a lot of time and effort as well. So before we were paying every juror by check every time we had jury duty, which it started adding up to be a lot. What the company gave us on average is about $7 per juror when you go there, by the time you put everything into it. Another reason is unclaimed property. About 70% of all unclaimed property in the state of Missouri is juror pays. So this company takes over all our unclaimed property now. Since we're in year 3, it was the first year of noticing that, and it saved my office a lot of time and effort. That's again costs that we would have in our office, and like I said, 70% of us. We had a very small list this year. And the third one is, we all know the Postal Service. Harold gave an example a while back that he sent a letter from his office to his home, and 2 of them, one of them he never received, the other one received 3 months later.
Yeah.
So right now it's very hard to get our jurors paid. So they are paid within 48 hours of trial being over. We hand the cards out beforehand. I go over there, tell them about the cards, and tell them how everything works, and then they get paid within 48 hours of trial being over. Before, at minimum, it was taking 2 weeks to get them paid beforehand. So they're giving up their time and effort. So all that said, I have even better news. We were paying 71 cents a card this past year. What is it right now? 76 cents per stamp. Is that correct? Is that somebody? I think it's 76 cents per stamp. So we'd have to mail those checks out. I negotiated with them this year. We were down to 55 cents per card. So you do the math on that. Just what we're saving from last year is 16 cents per juror, which on average we have about 100 to 150 jurors in there, so that's just per day that we're saving on that. So again, now with that, we will have to go into a 3-year contract with them, but I don't see any reasons why we've been with them for 3 years. I've maybe had 5 complaints about these cards, and let's be honest, every one of us elected officials gets more than 5 complaints a day, so if we're only getting 5 complaints on the card, I think it's still pretty good for 3 years. So I would like to get approval to move on with this, and like I said, it's saving the county quite a bit of money.
Yes, motion.
Make a motion, we renew the existing contract with Rapid Finance for the treasurer's office. This is for a 3-year renewal term.
Second, questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, summer intern position.
All right, Peyton Ryan, daughter of Mike Ryan over here.
Okay.
As you can tell, first, with it being her daughter, we were very excited to have her think about interning with us. She's at CMO right now. This will be a non-paid position. We're gonna have her in the treasurer's office, but also I'm gonna be getting with all you office holders and try to find if there's things that she can see, things that can open her eyes and stuff. And it's part of her course, it's 120 hours. For her capstone course to get in there, but we're really excited. I met with her Friday, very, very impressive. Again, knowing that's my grand's daughter, I shouldn't be no question there of her character, but I think she'll be a great fit for us. I already learned a few things from her that I did not know. I'm not gonna embarrass myself on what those things are, but we're excited to have her. I said it'll be 120 hours. I'm trying to get with her. We're gonna figure out exactly how we're gonna do that. We're gonna space it out throughout the summer.
Does she play golf?
I don't think she plays golf. We didn't talk about that. I don't play golf anymore, so I didn't get to ask her about that. But so yeah, but we're excited to have her. I'll get with all the offices and try to. If you guys think of anything that could be good for her to learn and her to open her eyes and stuff, please let me know and we'll get it scheduled that way. So
I'm seeing some pride over here.
he should be very proud after my meeting with her last week.
You seen her Friday?
I didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah, she
Yes,
is,
Oh, no.
She'll graduate in December with her master's in public administration, so this course here is what she needs, the internship to complete that program.
and anytime we get this next generation wanting to show interest in, especially in our county and on ways to improve our county and.
In this building, we're gonna find enough people to show her.
Hopefully we won't push her out of this, continuing.
That's another
She might change her.
Yes, he might. May not be a bad thing either, but, so, yeah, just make sure you, know, touch base a little bit, but, yeah, make sure you guys are good with that.
Okay. Make a motion, we approve the summer intern position for Peyton Ryan.
Second?
No pay or benefits for the treasurer's
Second.
office.
And I very much support the intern situation. My own family members have given me that. So, all right. Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye?
They were easy. I'm gonna sit down for it, so.
You covered that thing.
I said so. Okay.
Eric's gonna speak now.
Yeah, so this is a career development plan for one of our employees in the office. We've worked with Corey on this, and I think it's in the new policy handbook to do the career development plan. Change from a deputy 1 to a 2. Copies of what the plan is. Just want to get approval on that.
Motion?
Oh, sure. Short and sweet. Misty, you have anything to add to that? Anything
You
you
want
left
it
out?
noted in the minutes that after their 90 days, you want the option if it's
Yeah,
successful
that-
to
yeah.
take it, from a 1 to 2, which would be an increase.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve the career development plan through the assessor's office.
Second, questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. This is the last week if you're gonna apply for opioid. So, this is it. Hang in there. Building permits. It is very important, if you're gonna build a structure in St. Francis County, that you get a building permit. We don't enforce it, we should, but we've had one landowner that didn't get a building permit, so I couldn't write a floodplain report for him. Overwhelmingly, those are okay. But this guy built in a flood zone, and there's no way I knew it. Probably gonna cost him the building. So please buy that floodplain permit, or a building permit, $20.
And we've discussed this in the past. The problem is we have no hammer on it.
Right.
Because we don't have zoning, we don't have the proper procedure. We talked to the prosecutor that they can't prosecute you not doing it. But it's also to make the assessor aware that there's a building being put up.
Yes, and
And this may
again,
cost this guy his building, to be honest.
without that building permit, I have no way of knowing that there's a building going up. And so there's no reason to write a report on that property. So this guy made a big mistake. So please buy those building permits. It's $20 and it's important. Yes, Carol?
Is there a way to make it mandatory?
No.
I was unaware that they even existed. Maybe it's some publicity in some way.
Yeah. Well, for instance, on your property, there's an area that you shouldn't build on because it has flooding in that one area. So I would be able to tell you that if you're going to put up a structure. So, you know, that's, I mean, you know where it is, but a lot of people don't. So, okay.
I bet when they go get their insurance, they'll sure know. Or try to get their
Yeah.
insurance.
Or get any kind of
Yeah.
mortgage.
It's after the fact, right? You're already- All right.
But you'll hear me talking about this more often, so please keep that in mind. Next planned meeting right here next week. Correspondence. Public comments. Yeah.
Is the meeting next month, next week, the first meeting of the third quarter?
July, wasn't it?
Oh, July, okay.
I thought you called me a mistake there.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
My name is William Dyson. I'm the Vice President and Business Representative for Teamsters Local 600. We represent the road and bridge crew for St. Francis County. I want the public to understand exactly what is happening here. The county found the money to provide raises to nearly every other department, yet the employees who maintain the roads...
Wait a minute. This is part of our negotiation.
Yeah,
It's probably improper to talk about that.
It's not, this is a public statement. Yet the employees who maintain the roads, respond during storms, operate heavy equipment, and keep this county functioning were offered zero. No raise, no retroactive pay, and still no contract, which expired December 31st. These are not disposable employees. These are skilled public workers who keep this county moving every single day. What makes this situation even more troubling is that the Road and Bridge Department is also the reason the county has access to Team Care health insurance through the Teamsters. Without a signed collective bargaining agreement, Teamsters Local 600 cannot sponsor or facilitate continued participation in the Team Care benefits for these non-bargaining unit employees. So the county's refusal to reach an agreement is not just about wages anymore, it's about placing healthcare stability and labor relations at risk. The commission must understand that a union contract is not a favor. It's a legal agreement reached through good faith negotiations, offering zero to essential workers while elected officials themselves have received raises sends a clear and damaging message about priorities. These employees are asking for dignity, fairness, and a contract that recognizes the value they bring to this county every day. Today, we are here approving purchasing of new equipment, but yet the operators of this equipment still don't have a raise or a contract. The public should ask themselves, if the people responsible for maintaining our infrastructure are worth enough to depend on every day, why are they not worth investing in? Teamsters and Local 600 remain prepared to negotiate seriously and responsibly, but our members also remain prepared to stand together and exercise every right afforded to them under Missouri state labor laws. Thank you.
Harold, can I respond to one part of that?
Yes.
On the health care, we will be bidding that out early this year. Now, this could be up to you all, but I would not be held back when we started these negotiations and said, well, we're gonna take your health care insurance. I had 4 of our employees or spouses of employees that were pregnant. They didn't know if they were gonna have insurance because the threat was 30 days. This is gonna be your decision, but we're gonna be bidding it out. But I would never put myself in a position where you could be held hostage on your insurance. We're talking about the essential insurance, so wanted to point that out. Thank you.
Again, this is a negotiation.
Kevin, that insurance is brought to you by the Teamsters, and part of that participation agreement is that you have a signed collective bargaining agreement. Which we don't
I
have.
get that.
Yeah.
Threatening people's insurance when they're pregnant or when they've got other health care, but it is really, really
Yeah, we never made any threats. It's part of
I've
the
got it here
agreement.
in writing, thank you.
It's part of the agreement.
Okay, so, yeah, other than that, I'm not gonna get into any of it because of the negotiations, but, thank you for talking.
And just so the commissioners know, we did reach out to your legal on May 8th, and we haven't heard a word from him. That's why we're here today.
Okay. I know he's in court trials right now. Again, this is part of the negotiation. You guys asked for about a 7% pay raise, and we countered with a 0 because last year you got a 5% increase. Everybody else got a 3. So, you know, we countered with that 0, but we're in negotiation. So
But we're not. We haven't heard a
it
word from you
will
guys.
happen. It will happen. Yeah. And, you know, he said that the agreement was over December, what, 31?
Yes.
But it allows for negotiations after that. So that's where we are.
But the Team Care Insurance doesn't. We have to have a collective bargaining agreement. That is not through us, that's through Central States. And part of that participation agreement is a signed collective bargaining agreement, current collective bargaining agreement, and we don't have that.
Okay.
And I mean, I can only kick the can down the road so many times.
Right.
All right, so, again,
We have public comments?
So what's the holdup with the negotiations?
if we were not gonna sit here and nitpick every little bit of it, guys, our guys have a great job here in the county. And they have to know that on both sides, and it has to be agreed upon on both sides. So it's on both ends, guys, and that's all I'm gonna say. So I appreciate those guys and what they do, and I appreciate our guys. We've got a great crew. I'll put them up against anybody. I've worked beside them, a lot of them. So we're in negotiations, and we're not gonna mess that up by putting anything out there. And our guys, like I said, do a great job. And there's a lot of benefit that they get for working here. There's a lot more benefit than they get anywhere else they could go to work. So remember that when you're talking about what our guys do and what our employees get, because you can't sell the farm, guys, to give away everything. You have to treat them all as employees. We've got great people here in this building. We've got people at the sheriff's department. I'd love to give every one of them, guys, raise out the roof, but we can't do that, guys. We have to be, sorry, I get excited. We have to be what's fair across the board, and we have to work with everybody.
But
That's
0 is an
all.
answer?
Say it again?
0 is an answer?
0 is not.
No.
So, we're not
No,
done
no,
with
not at all.
negotiations. Okay, you got.
Negotiations, that's coming up.
Well, I understand that, but wasn't there already a pass to you guys, and then there was a comeback for a second pass, and you guys came back with nothing?
There was.
You've had multiple negotiations, and you guys still continue to give them nothing.
Before, everything was, this next negotiation will be primarily wages. Before, that wasn't the primary focus. So this next one, we'll be talking about wages. That's where we are.
It's
No.
gotta start happening a little faster though, I think. If
Well,
we
Kenny,
can
it's
talk to
easy.
each other
I
in
know
30
it's
days,
easy.
I mean.
We can Monday quarterback this thing all day long, guys. It's easy to sit down, and if you're not the one up there making the decision.
done before contractors up. Yeah, we're
So-
almost 6 months into it now, we're starting to talk about wages, this should have been done.
We started this in September.
Okay, we need to move ahead. But,
I
any
was
other-
the 3-year contract, guys, so I've been there on each side.
But you didn't like it, did you?
Didn't like it, they didn't have to, it wasn't my call.
But you're a big part of this now.
Yes, I
We
am.
can move this thing forward.
Yeah, we need to move on.
And get
both sides.
stability
Go
for
ahead,
everybody.
Darryl.
Okay, we'll stop that topic. Any other public comments? Okay, departmental reports. Yeah.
First, the reason I responded to that is because that's my department, we have to do the insurance. And when we get calls, that's concerning. Second, August, primary. 2 major things. One, it was going to be a very slow primary without a competitive race for governor or U.S. senator or in the primaries of Congress or anything. Now, the governor's put 4 amendments on the ballot, and so we expect that there will be a lot more interest. Number 1, you're going to keep hearing this from me, is the parks, the 10th of cent that goes to parks. Parks, did you want to talk about what you do with it? No, that's state parks. And you gotta look at that. State park, the money goes to state parks, keep them so that we don't pay fees. Second is, doesn't affect us, but we vote on it. And that's that every county should have an elected assessor. Jackson County, a couple other do not have elected assessor. They would like an elected assessor, therefore you have to change the Constitution to demand that every county have an elected assessor. Amendment 4, there is no Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on the November ballot. Number 4, which will be on here, is changing the Constitution. If you're going to change the Constitution, I believe it states that every congressional district has to pass it, not just if it's a conservative thing, the outstate gets more votes, passes it. If it's a liberal thing, that just the inner city congressional districts pass it. So you're going to vote whether you want that done to the initiative petition.
Excuse me, that's to change the
Constitution.
Well, not just the Constitution, but the initiative petition.
Right, well, initiative petitions change the Constitution. That's what it is. So any initiative petition would have to pass.
So it's no longer just a majority of the voters of the state, it's a majority in every.
Right, if this passes, but this has to pass before that happens.
Okay.
Same with number 5, is it would eliminate income tax and allow the legislature to come up with a substitute of $30-something billion, and as that revenue came in, it would lower the state income tax. So that's gonna amount to about, I imagine somewhere $20-30 million in advertising on that issue. So suddenly we're.
Kevin, if I'm correct here, what I'm saying, they don't have a plan on how they're gonna fill that gap.
You can stop if they don't have a plan.
They're basically saying, trust us and we'll figure something out down the road. Is that?
That's correct.
Talk about removing income tax.
Yes,
State income tax.
you're right, the legislature, that's the biggest objection I hear, that doesn't matter, I'm saying it's good or bad, is they would have to come up with
There's
a
no
plan.
set answer to fix this, they can change it to anything.
And I keep hearing, well, they're gonna tax haircuts, which I done. Tax haircuts, lawn care, all these type of things. These are all small things that they're not gonna come up with $30-something billion.
Most likely, I see small businesses will probably be the ones paying the price.
There's gonna be a lot of other taxes and fees. I checked Tennessee, because it's like Missouri, doesn't have the tourism tax of Florida, doesn't have the oil taxes. And for example, the company I worked for a long, long time, every employee of Edward Jones in Tennessee has to pay $400 a year to stay in business. So that's the way you would have to tax everything that moves. I'm not saying it's a bad, I'm saying that you need to know about it, because there will be, that will bring a lot more people in, which brings me to the second point. I have to get more people to avoid lines voting at the First State Bank Center. The 3 major are set up to handle between 5,000 and 10,000 voters each election without lines. But I never would have thought this, but in the last election, April election, more people voted at my office than the Civic Center. We had everybody lined up and all these machines ready and everything, and more people came over to our office. That's okay, but typically the August and the November has twice as many to 2.5 times as many people. We need more people that if they live or work in Farmington to vote there, because we have a 150, 200 car parking lot. We have 10 handicap spots. They're right there. We have the space to vote them and stuff. So as opposed to my office out there, we can do about the maximum about 2,000. The other 2 centers we can do over 5,000 spot, and they are capable without having lines. Prior to this, and people say, well, now they're gonna have lines. We had lines at Vontier, we had lines at all the major spots. We're trying to avoid that, so we just need people from here. I don't know if they are more familiar with voting in our office, because that's where the pre-votes takes place, or whatever, but for whatever reason, if you can let people know that, there's gonna be a lot less wait if they go to the Civic Center.
And now with printing of the ballot, you can go to any polling place, and they'll pull up your name, and they'll know what ballot to print.
Right, and even in the Glenwood and Bismarck, we had the ability to print their ballots prior, off those machines, and then we don't have to spend 15 to 20,000 or more. The other reason I'm trying to get this out there is because it will slow the voting process down if everybody has to vote, and the votes has to read through 4 amendments. Each of the amendments is going to be a 2-page ballot, and it's going to take forever to vote, which backs people up too. So I'm trying to get them out so that at least you know which ones, you can get a sample ballot and read through it completely, but you know which ones of these amendments that you're for and against. I'm not saying to be for or against any of them. You should at least be knowledgeable why you're for and against it. And we'll have sample ballots, we'll have it on our website that you can read them prior. We'll let you take a cheat sheet. A lot of seniors come in and say, I don't know who I'm, well, here's a cheat sheet, go ahead and mark it down your sample ballots, and then bring it in and just transfer it so that you don't have to spend a half an hour at voting. Thank you, that's it.
Thank you.
Carl, Mike?
Last week we were down on our calls. The total for the week was 379. We're down 67. We did have quite a few severe motor vehicle accidents that our guys worked and went to. Our year total is 8,005. Our weekly inmate or detainee number is 122 with 99 males, 23 females, and we had 4 deputies go to drug interdiction training last week.
Questions for the sheriff?
Mike, has anybody asked you about an area on K Highway going up the hill by the feed store?
Yes, I spoke to him the other day.
Thank you.
I need to get him some numbers.
I know, and I just want them to be aware that that is a state highway. We can't go in and do the work there. I mean, it'd be real easy to put a culvert in there, put some dirt on it, right? But we can't do that. It's a state project, and I guess they keep telling them it's the county can get something done, but you can't go on state highway and get your job done.
The
So,
road.
right. So,
No.
thank you for talking to them, and if we can get some numbers.
Yeah, I was represented with MoDOT, so
Yeah,
I need
it
to get
was
him some
Corbin.
calls that,
Yes, thank you.
and I can get on the state's website and try and find out as far as traffic accident calls that the state's dealt or whatever the sheriff's office has dealt with.
I mean, I know it's a problem. I mean, I've seen tractor trailers in that ditch going up that road. It's awful. There's not much forgiveness. If you get a wheel off, you're in it. So I got a video from last night too that a car turned too sharp, and he was in the ditch now. So I get them daily from this guy. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Commissioner, while the sheriff is up there, want to comment, the sheriff emceed the memorial yesterday, and it was the best attended one that I've ever seen. It's pretty bad when you're out there speaking to a group that's just the band and the band parents and about 10 other people. There were 200 to 300 people there at least yesterday, and tell Jeff he did a good job.
Jeff did a great job.
And it was very good that the people here that came and promoted, and everybody involved, whether it be VFW, American Legion, AMVETS, or the Elks, or wherever that helped put it on, did a great job, because it was well run.
And
Well attended.
the preparedness of the band, it's just amazing that the way they did it. Jeff did a great job, but it was a great service, and if you guys missed it, I'd come to the next one, because I bet it'll be even better. So they perfect this thing every year, and it's really nice.
I hope that's a staged picture. Notice the sheriff's both hands are full, and he's wearing a pistol on his belt. And that prisoner right behind him could get him pretty quick. So I just thought I'd point that out. Don't be doing that. Brian?
This week, what we accomplished, we put 2 crossroad pipes on Long Road, 2 crossroad pipes on McDowell, put another driveway pipe for a resident on McDowell also. We put a pipe in on Hillsborough for the city of Farmington. They was having trouble with their back truck sight distance coming down on the Hillsborough, so we made another entrance for them to give them more access to get out on the road with the limited sight distance they had there. Our prison crew weeded and cleaned up ditch areas around all of our bridges. We picked up 145 pounds of trash on Possum Hollow in Copenhagen, 120 pounds of wood on Woodlawn. Our mowers are out in the north area and the south also as well. In the north are in the Bonne area, and in the south they're in Hurryville and along McDowell area. We've continually pothole patched throughout the county. Recently, most come to mention Feeser Road, Old Fredericktown, Possum Hollow, and Wycliffe Road. We installed a pipe and hauled rock on Clemens Road. Patched out holes on Hildebrick, repaired due to heavy loads on the roadway. We're digging them out right now and patching them back instead of using asphalt, but we're actually forming them up, pouring concrete with C-flow hold. We're getting a lot of heavy traffic across that road. That road's not very old at all. So we're talking about replacing these back with concrete and maybe capping them back with the asphalt cap. We worked on Turkey Creek Road, removed the boulder out there. We had to rent a breaker. The rock was probably 15 to 20 tons in size, so we could get it broke down and get it removed from the right of way. We cleaned out most of the ditch line, cleaned out pipe that was full of sediment where they can flow once again. Placed riprap on Strickland and road erosion at the edge of the roadway. Once we get our ditch work done, which should be today on Turkey Creek, we'll have a contractor come in and hydro seed it to get a stabilize that slope that's giving us trouble along Turkey Creek. As mechanic work, like I say, once again, we had our 953 high lift. It was it needs some roller and bearings in the tracks of its undercarriage. One of our single axle dump trucks had an air gyre, needed to be replaced, and put a new set of brakes on it. So far as sign work goes, we put a 35 miles an hour on Sugar Grove and Post, turn right and post on Hurryville Road, mailbox on Gray Road, stop ahead post, stop sign, cross traffic does not stop, and a red post, reflector and post on Denman. 2 reverse curves left and a post on Holmes, mailbox on Patterson School, 3 barricade and road closed tent signs on Turkey Creek while we worked on it, curve right and a post on Holmes, turn left on College, stop sign and post on Westmeyer and Denman, turn left and post and right post on College Road, and a mailbox on Silver Springs. And as far as our new fuel system goes, they're going to probably start implementing some of the new tanks and equipment on it later this week.
That boulder you broke up, there was another one up higher.
Yes.
Still there?
Still there.
Okay, so something to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? Yes.
Why did the county go remove that rock when the contractor was liable for that for 1 year and the year ain't up? Is the county in the excavating business now?
No, we're not, but we did have a discussion with them and had a meeting with the company and decided it was in our best interest to move the rock.
A friend of mine bid that rock, he's the one that brought it to their attention. He had me come up and look at it.
Okay, are you talking about the boulder or?
Yes,
The boulder,
Okay.
sorry.
I got pictures of it here, if you want to see it.
It's done.
We met with the contractor. We had,
Did you just get paid for it?
we didn't get paid for it. We
You
just,
just gonna get reimbursed for it?
we made the decision during our meeting and settled out, so.
It don't matter to me either way, except, you know, just, I had some time invested in that. And, I would just kinda, it wasn't your responsibility, it was the contractors. That's all shady stuff in St. Francis County.
I don't see anything shady about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any other departmental reports?
I got one.
Yes.
Last Friday, Governor Kehoe requested Federal Emergency Management Agency approve major disaster areas, which included St. Francis County. If approved, local governments and qualifying nonprofit agencies may seek federal assistance for reimbursement of emergency response and recovery costs, including repair and replacement cost of damaged buildings, bridges, roads, and other public infrastructure. I'm hoping the County Commission on Emergency Management will pursue this.
You notice- I noticed
in on that, Louis?
It does say.
If
just-
we-
It just says other public infrastructure.
I
If they
notice it
get,
doesn't mention cars, vehicles. I don't know if that's an infrastructure or not.
That's,
I don't know why it wouldn't be.
so, also, as it says seeking approval, so, guys, if you guys have dealt with anything with FEMA lately, I'm hoping it works out, Louis, I really do.
But you're going to pursue it.
We're gonna
correct?
pursue it, we'll push buttons from all sides,
Okay.
but they still have to get approval from FEMA and federal, so that's the only holdup I see of it.
Emergency Management Director will be involved.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I think Nick had talked to SEMA, which they were working with the FEMA guy, sorry, it's all.
Good.
So, yeah, yep.
The other departmental reports.
Oh, make a motion we adjourn.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank y'all.